Fortnite Battle Royale, a game that pretty much came out of nowhere, a game that took the internet and eventually the world by storm, a game that has given thousands upon thousands of people a career. Safe to say, Fortnite has changed the game and changed lives in many more ways than one, be it through the constant developer support, completely raising the bar all around the industry, or providing millions of dollars in prize pools for various tournaments. Fortnite has seriously made a name for itself. However, with that said, a lot of people credit a decent amount of the game's success to the various streamers and content creators who essentially advertise the game by playing it on stream and in videos, and at one point pretty early on, I want to say around Season 2 or Season 3, Epic Games was literally paying content creators to promote the game. So right away the game had a lot of viral attention thanks to some pretty big name streamers, and today we're taking a look at a few of those streamers and content creators when they first played Fortnite Battle Royale for the very first time. The game and the streamers themselves were all pretty different back then, so this should be a pretty fun one, and now without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1. Courage. In the time that Fortnite Battle Royale has been out, Courage has risen the ranks from a mid-sized streamer who pulled some decent viewership to one of the largest personalities and content creators in the entire industry through his unique and pretty witty persona. Courage not only grinded Fortnite day in and day out, becoming incredibly good at the game, but he's also become one of the main casters for the game's competitive events, like for instance the Fortnite World Cup Finals, the single biggest esports tournament in history, where Courage was the primary caster alongside Dr. Lupo. However, back in the original days of Fortnite, Courage was not always the phenom that we know him as now. However, in his first few days of playing the game, Courage was actually surprisingly good. The first time he uploaded Fortnite on his YouTube channel was back on February 10th of 2018, so Courage was a little late to the hype, but it is pretty clear he was watching the likes of Ninja and Myth do their thing, because although Courage is relatively new to the game in these clips, his building is still pretty impressive. Now, of course, building back in 2018, let alone early 2018, is nothing like it is today, where everyone and their mother seems to be able to build the Eiffel Tower in 4 seconds, but at the time, Courage's building was pretty solid for a relatively new player. You'll also probably notice just how different the game looks compared to now, from the font and the text on the screen, to the lighting, to the map, and pretty much everything else in between. Fortnite has definitely evolved a ton over the course of the past nearly 2 years, and you can definitely see that in this video. Even Courage's main squad of Ninja, Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, and himself isn't around yet, which really just goes to show how long ago this all began to unfold.
So weak.
There's one top two. There's a lot behind us, like Southwest.
These guys at Salty are pinched right now.
Get him! Fuck off!
Dude, how many do you have?
I had 3, bro.
Nice, dude.
How fucking
Holy
great was
shit.
that?
Number 2. Ninja. Speaking of Ninja, he has grown to be the single biggest gamer on the entire planet in the time that Fortnite Battle Royale has been out. While Ninja was also holding some decent numbers prior to Fortnite's release, thanks to his success in H1Z1 and PUBG specifically, Ninja really blew up alongside Fortnite as the face of the game from its earliest stages. Ninja's first time playing Fortnite, though, was certainly something you wouldn't expect of him, knowing how big he's gotten since release. In this clip you guys are about to see, Ninja is having trouble placing his builds, adjusting in gunfights, and overall this is a very, very different Ninja from what we're so used to seeing now. What's even stranger about this clip though is how much the game really has changed in the time since this clip and even when Courage's clip took place. The first time Ninja uploaded Fortnite on his YouTube channel was back on October 3rd of 2017. And this was truly in the game's earliest stages, as everything from the hotbar to building icons to the minimap looks incredibly different from what we saw with Courage, and especially what we have here today in Season X. Just see for yourself.
That guy doesn't get enough credit, man. You know?
Oh, no, he's majestic.
I really felt like I could do that, and I just couldn't. Oh, I gotta reload. Are you fucking kidding me? Where'd my gun?
Number 3. NickMercs. Much like Ninja and Courage, Nick has seen a massive wave of success in the time since Fortnite Battle Royale first started popping off. Prior to Fortnite's launch, Nick was already doing some pretty big things with content creation at the time, but Fortnite would really end up taking Nick to new heights and extreme heights at that, largely thanks to Nick's unique skill of being ridiculously good at the game while also playing on controller. The vast majority of the content creators you'll see in this video today play on PC because it typically is the favored platform for games like Battle Royales. But Nick stuck to his roots and grinded the game day in and day out on PlayStation 4, and it certainly paid off as Nick is now one of the best controller players in the entire world. Nick uploaded his first Fortnite video on his YouTube channel on December 6th of 2017. However, at the time, Nick had been playing the game for a little while, and this video is actually a compilation of some of his best and funniest highlights on the game thus far. So with that being said, we don't necessarily get to see the noob version of NickMercs like what we did with Courage and Ninja. However, seeing how Nick plays the game back then compared to now is still a pretty crazy change. Take a look.
Oh, the shotty.
Unreliable. What's up? No! You fucking fuck!
Number 4. AliA. Before Fortnite started taking off, AliA was already huge in the gaming scene, as he was one of the largest YouTubers on the platform who focused strictly on gaming, and I believe at one point even held the world record for having the most subscribers as a Call of Duty based channel. But little did AliA know that he would become even bigger from Fortnite. AliA was, like I said, already a huge YouTuber averaging millions of views a month as is before Fortnite came along. But after receiving a ton of requests to play the game, AliA finally jumped into Fortnite on October 8th of 2017, and things went swimmingly if I do say so myself, as since then AliA has shifted from being a Call of Duty YouTuber to being one of the biggest Fortnite YouTubers on the site with over 16 million subscribers as of right now. Much like NickMercs, AliA also started off on controller, playing on PlayStation 4. And watching AliA play in these clips is utterly hilarious, as he's still trying to figure out things like building, good landing spots, and even the weapon rarity as he's trying to give himself the best possible loadout. Let's check it out.
Keep yourself calm, Ali. I'm making so much noise as I move. Let's go! 1v1. Oh my god. I'm gonna get in the ring and stop moving. See if I can hear him. Let me pop this. No! Where was he? With an epic rifle. Oh, I just needed some extra shield. I still had one sniper bullet left. We came second place. Jeez. Oh, this game's gonna give me a heart attack.
Number 5. PewDiePie. PewDiePie, the world's biggest gamer. A man that vowed many times not to play games like Minecraft and Fortnite, ultimately gave in to the darkness, and lo and behold, it made for some pretty funny moments. Obviously, PewDiePie is now posting Minecraft pretty consistently, but back when he was still racing against T-Series to be the most subscribed YouTube channel, PewDiePie said he would finally play Fortnite in a desperate attempt to gain more subscribers in order to keep him as the #1 most subscribed channel. So lo and behold, on February 3rd of 2019, PewDiePie finally played Fortnite, and it was epic, all puns intended. Now obviously by this point Fortnite had already peaked. We'd seen the likes of Ninja and Courage and Lupo and Tfue all blow up off the game, but even though all the pro strats and all the best tips and tricks had already come out before February of this year, PewDiePie in his very first playthrough had clearly never watched any Fortnite before, as he was just as new to the game over a year after its release as Ninja was back on day one. Just take a look.
Dude, I got fucking balloons, boy. Oh fucking god, this is the greatest game of all time. Holy shit, I got fucking two. Oh, no, I didn't want this. What the fuck is this? Stop, what the fuck? I don't want balloons! Dumbass game, what the? Are you?
Number 6. DrDisrespect. One of the most vocal criticizers of Fortnite Battle Royale is none other than the Doc. Despite Doc's background in game development, he's let Epic Games and the Fortnite team hear it on more than one occasion. But back in September of 2017, Doc played Fortnite for the very first time, literally as it was first released, and his experience was, well, interesting. It's clear that the Doc was no stranger to dominating Battle Royale games, but Fortnite was something else in the case of its unique twist to the standard BR gameplay. Doc can be seen trying to use tac shotguns to eliminate opponents from way too far away, and the entire building element was something that Doc was all too unfamiliar with at the time. To this day, Doc still is not the biggest Fortnite fan out there, and although he was curious back when it first released, he ultimately was never a permanent passenger on the hype train.
I've had enough. What the hell? Okay. Let me see what you got.
Number 7. Shroud. He's been called the best FPS player on the planet, the best shooter in the industry, and one of the most dominant gamers in the history of gaming. Yet, back when Shroud first played Fortnite Battle Royale on its day of release, he was the one getting taught how to use walls and how to properly manage recoil and whatnot. Typically, we're used to watching Shroud for the tips and tricks, but hey, everyone's gotta start somewhere, and Shroud started at square one in Fortnite just like the rest of us. Needless to say though, Shroud's unreal skills still carried over into Fortnite after a few hours of getting used to things. See for yourself.
Oh, dude, we're so pinned.
It's a full fucking squad?
Yeah, this is gonna be tough.
Oh, they're flanking, yeah.
They're moving
Look
left.
on our left?
Oh, Chad, I'm fucking...
Yeah, I got on, yeah. I couldn't heal, I didn't have any meds, just bandies. Oh, fuck. Oh, the tree!
The tree!
Oh, fuck.
2v4.
If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like rating on it as it would be much appreciated. And if you are brand new here to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever a new video goes live. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.